Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Blue draw Porker. You got tight right there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 60 or 61. Matchbox white. Check 9. 5.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Team 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Go.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay.
Check
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Big ass, big ass, big ass. General West.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Down. 8, read.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get second.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On the ready.
58, Mike. Let's go.
On first down, Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Watch the whip. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Ready? Now. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a give right side. It's McKenzie. He finds an opening past the 40. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bills have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey!
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Now Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down in. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Round 80.
Check 45 to Mike. Let him know.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, check like 45. Here we go. Switch. 36. Gun. 22 jet bomber.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, it's complete to Diggs. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Yeah.
On 1st down, Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Gordon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go now. Stick the oar.
Come on out here. Come get
Go.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Everyone like 20.
Hey.
All day. All
Shoot.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Fighting down past the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's 2nd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's bring it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike, 22's coming, Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. Alert! Let's keep moving. Convert.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Clock will try again on second down. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Motion, motion, motion.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the Broncos' 14-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give right side. It's McKenzie, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go! Yo, back!
Now Locke throwing on second down. He completes this to Sutton. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 30. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else under pressure, they got him again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on first down, Locke, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7. Look, squeeze.
Watch the shot.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hurry, hit it.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Okay, double up. Check your hot read. 56. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try the left side. It's McKenzie. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. I got you.
Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 6-6. Bullet high.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Dashing through the snow and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go! Check 26, check 26. Now.
Clock now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Clock now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. McKenzie. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield, here's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's McKenzie. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. McKenzie. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give right side. It's McKenzie. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
To throw is Allen. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch. And I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this. And let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time. And actually, you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Buffalo,